Welcome back once again, Southern California Point of Sale Systems, showing you how to use Future POS. And in this episode, we're going to show you a little bit more about employee maintenance and what it is that you need to do in order to set up security clearances and whatnot in that system. So, with that said, we want to go ahead and locate back office legacy again. There's back office web, back office legacy. You can achieve both or all the results that we're looking for via both paths. Just choosing a one that you like the best is going to be completely up to you. So when we're in there, that will allow you to choose and see which one's easiest for you to use. All right, so logging into back office web, again, username and password are typically required. Already put that in to save time. So we're going to start off with class maintenance. The class maintenance is going to be where we're going to assign various classes with various abilities to do various things. So let's start with a cashier, for example, and this is where we're going to choose what type of um, calculations we want for labor laws and whatnot. If you're going by California, or if you're in a different state, that's where you want to put that in. Also, this is where you're going to restrict early clock in and late clock out when you have a schedule in place. So this will stop them from clocking in too early or clocking out late without a manager's approval. So you'll have to full information about who's showing up to work on time, who's staying too long, costing you overtime, and so forth. Here's also where you're going to require them to have uh, punching in or punching out unscheduled. Let's say, nope, we're not going to do that. We are going to let them see a cash out report. And in that cash out report, this is where you can choose what they can and cannot see on that cash out report. So don't show you adjusted cash, for example. I don't want to include this. I don't want to include this. I just want to include the tips and the breakdown. And yeah, I want to subtract cash from adjusted cash so they'll know what that is. I'm gonna hit save. All right. And the most important is under security is where you're going to allow them to have access to the front end, including authorized mobile POS, so they can use a handheld device and whatever back end functions you want them to have. If none, we're going to unclick none. And if we want them to have it, we're going to click yes. And then we can pick and choose what it is that we want them to be able to do and not do. All through here, I'm going to deselect all of these, for example. They don't need in the office settings, but perhaps they need to be able to access maintenances or be able to see reports. So let's give them access to just reports, for example. And I can pick and choose what kind of reports they can see and which reports that they cannot. I'm going to hit save here. Now the cashier has this security clearance. Okay, assignable classes. This is very important. Whoever it is, if you, especially for managers, whenever we create a new class, for example, we created kitchen here, we want to be able to allow that manager to be able to assign people to this class. So assignable classes, typically for cashier, this would be none because he or she is not going to add anyone to any of these classes. But if I'm going with anybody else, like a manager, I want the manager to be able to pick and choose who goes in what class, for example. Again, pay rate here, hourly or salary. So this is class maintenance. This is really important for being able to determine who can do what when it comes to accessing the front or back end. It does not allow you to choose the security level. That is by employee, and the security level is what is going to determine what buttons they can touch and access and which buttons that they cannot. Now, for example, discounts or refunds or voids and so forth, those buttons will have classes or security levels attached to them, and you may offer a cashier a high level security to be able to do all of those functions, but you might not allow your manager to. Totally up to you and how you do business at your location. So that is some more information about employee maintenance, which has to do with class maintenance. And as you'll remember, in employee maintenance, the class is right here, which we choose to assign per person that we add to the back end. All right, and that's class maintenance, a little bit more about employee maintenance, brought to you by SoCal POS. Phone number or our website is www.socalpos.com. Go to it for more information. If you like this video, please give us a like at the bottom of the video. And if you have any questions, you need anything at all, give us a call or email us at socalpos.com. You can find our information there, or just sales@socalpos.com if you want to email us. Have a wonderful day. Thank you for looking and follow along with all the other videos that we have on how to use Future POS.